going on, everyone? This is JL and welcome to a special episode of Super Mario Maker. So in one of my previous videos, I said that at 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a Q&A while I play a 100 Mario challenge on Super Expert. And woke up this morning, looked at my YouTube and realized I'm at over 1,000 subscribers. That is just nuts. 4 days ago, I was at, I think, 620 something. And as of right now, January 2nd, I'm at 1,024 subscribers. So it looks like today I'm going to be answering a bunch of questions and doing a Super Expert run. Oh man, I watch so many people play Super Expert and they get nothing but troll levels. Still haven't beaten Super Expert because I haven't even tried it. I play a lot of Super Expert levels, but that's pretty much it for me. So I wasn't sure if I was going to do a Super Expert run at the exact same time as answering the questions. I did try to do it in the first level that I played and then realized that it was just like distracting. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have the Super Expert run playing in the background and I'm just gonna like take my time going through the questions and answering them. Some questions are really easy that require like a one-word answer, but other ones I feel like I should go more in depth with them. You guys are subbed to me, so you deserve to know exactly who you're watching. The first question is, where did you get your name? Oh, it was just a present from my mom when I was born. What does JL stand for? Joker laughter. Nah, it's just my initials. My name is Jesse Lacroix. No, I am not French. I just have a French last name. I do not speak French whatsoever. Why did you choose the name JL Nightmare? Well, for the JL part, I actually made a logo about 10 years ago that I never used for anything. I wanted to finally use the logo for something, so that's why I added the JL. Fun fact, the JL logo was actually designed based on a Goomba face. As for the nightmare part, when I was really young, I used to get really bad nightmares to the point where I didn't even want to go to sleep. As I got older, they stopped, but it's something that I'm always going to remember. I pretty much name a lot of things JL or nightmare, so for example, my phone, my iPod, my Wii U, my computer, those are all either named Nightmare or JL. So I figured, why not just call my channel JL Nightmare? Originally, the channel was called JL Maximum. For some stupid reason, I went with that first, but I quickly changed it to JL Nightmare after the 4th video. What got you into speedrunning? Simple answer, I watch a lot of Carl Sagan streams, so that's where my inspiration came from. What's my favorite level in Mario Maker? Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't really have a single favorite. There's so many great levels out there. I think the ones that are made for me are pretty awesome though. So JL Coin Crave and Kaz vs JL. I thought those were really cool. I never thought that I would actually have fans making me levels. So that just like... Pretty much any level that's not trolly is my favorite level. Favorite color? Red. How old are you?
Well, I'm getting pretty up there in age, so let me think. I was born 1990. So that would make me
26 years old, but I'll be 27 in July. July 13th to be exact. Another fun fact, I was born on Friday the 13th. Do I have a girlfriend? I have more than just a girlfriend. On December 24th, I actually asked my girlfriend to marry me. She said yes, and now I have a fiance. Do you have any pets? Yep, I got 2 fur babies. Let me go get them. Come here, dogs. It's time for you to be on the TV. Okay, this one is Pico. She's actually my fiance's dog. She's a Puggle. Say hi, Pico. Wave to the people. Yes, wave. Rah. Yep, this is one of my dogs. This is the other one. This is my husky border collie named King. Say hi, King. You don't like the camera, do you? Yep, he is definitely not a lap dog. He's kind of scared. He is not as light as the other one. King, look this way. Look over here, bud. Why you look so sad? This one's actually mine. He doesn't like being up here. But yes, he is my awesome dog. That was a big struggle just to get them up here. Okay, next question. Why do you say Mario instead of Mario? Oh, potato, tomato, potato, tomato. It's funny because I say it both ways sometimes. So when I say Super Mario Maker, I say it like Mario. But when I'm just talking, for some reason, I say Mario. It just kind of flows a little bit better for me. So yeah, I don't know why I say it. I know how it's supposed to be said, but my brain just wants to say something else. Why did you have the gear for making videos just lying around? Well, I had all the video editing software because I do a lot of editing for skate videos, montages, stuff like that. It's kind of a hobby of mine. So is skateboarding. Skateboarding I've been actually doing for 20 years now. Obviously, I had to have a good PC to do all that stuff, so that's why I have a really good PC. I currently use Sony Vegas Pro 14 and Adobe After Effects CC 2017 for video editing and animation. For Photoshop, I use Adobe Photoshop CC 2017. As for the microphone, I had this microphone lying around from when I had Rock Band 1 for PS2. So I am actually using a Rock Band 1 microphone to record all of my audio. Here's the microphone that I'm using, and then I made like my own custom little stand for it. Who says you need to spend a lot of money on microphones and stands and all that stuff? This microphone actually sounds a lot better than the blue snowflake that my fiance has, so I don't think I'm actually gonna ever upgrade this microphone. I think I'm just gonna keep it. And all the audio that you hear is actually the raw file. Like, I don't do any editing to the audio. I know I can do like noise removal and stuff like that, but I don't know, I don't feel like it, and I don't really hear it as much, so I just leave it as it is. The only thing that I didn't have before starting the channel was a capture card. I had bought an Elgato off of Kijiji, but the USB port actually didn't work. It was really loose, so it wouldn't connect to my computer properly unless I had it like at a certain way, and I didn't trust it. So I got my money back and bought an AverMedia Live Gamer HD. Here's the record button that it came with. It's actually really handy because it flashes when game is recording, so if I'm ever doubting that the game is actually recording, I just look over, and if it flashes, I know it's recording. This capture card happens to be the same kind of capture card that Jacksepticeye started with. Are you going to make any different videos other than Super Mario Maker? Hopefully someday. I'm not even sure what other games to play, to be honest. The easiest thing for me right now to record is anything on the Wii U. I don't have an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4. I would love to have a PlayStation 4 to play Final Fantasy VII Remake and Crash Bandicoot Remastered for the channel when it comes out. But having your own place and having your own car costs a lot. I have responsibilities, so I can't just go spend $400 on a game system anymore. Maybe if I find $400 just lying there on the street, then I'll go and buy one. But until that happens, I currently have an Atari, SNES, Nintendo 64, Sega, PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, Game Boy, Wii U. So if you have any suggestions for games to play, just leave them in the comments. Maybe I'll play some other ones. Why do you wear a hat? What, this hat right here? Because I live in Canada, it's cold. I actually don't wear my hat that much anymore. Pretty much I only wear it in the winter now. The room that I record in sometimes gets a little bit cold if I don't preheat it before I start recording. And I don't want to have the heaters going while I'm recording because it's just going to create background noise. So I put my hat on if my ears get cold, or if I just, feel like wearing a hat. Do you and Zero live in the same country or are friends or something? Both of us live in Canada. He lives in Montreal and I live in Ottawa, so he's only 2 hours away from me. We're friends online, but I actually haven't met him in person yet. Where were you born? In a hospital. Well, I was born in the boring city of Ottawa. Where did you get your channel art / thumbnails? I actually make all of my own channel art and thumbnails. Before I got into video editing in 2006, I loved doing Photoshop. After I started doing video editing though, I didn't do Photoshop quite as much, so when I started this channel, I had to pretty much relearn all of my Photoshop skills. How did you discover Channel Absolute Zero? So back in March in 2016, I lost a family member. I lost my grandfather. He was pretty much my dad growing up. He was actually the first person that was ever close to me that I lost. I had never lost anybody that I really knew. So I was very depressed and I was trying to keep my mind off things. So I was just like scrolling through YouTube, like looking at Mario Maker stuff. I clicked on one of his videos. I can't remember. I think it was something funny. I think the name was Brain Farts. I could be wrong. But it made me laugh. So I was like, okay, like I'll click it. And just watching it, like, it made me feel a lot better. It definitely took my mind off things. So I started watching a bit more of his content and it just it cracked me up. So after a few months of watching his videos in the shadows, I decided why not just submit a level and see if he plays it. My levels didn't have like any stars. Pretty much it just went up from there. He played my level and then I started submitting more levels. He would play those ones. Then I eventually made him a level for his 10,000 sub celebration. And now I'm known for setting records on every single one of his levels. Why did you start YouTube? So I started my channel for a few reasons. I love playing video games and I always wondered how I would do as a Let's Player. I watch a lot of gaming channels like Achievement Hunter, Jacksepticeye, Themandy, Typhoon, Carl Sagan, the list goes on. But it was mostly Absolute Zero that inspired me to actually start my gaming channel. Way before I started setting the records on almost all the levels that he played, I would submit my levels. Every time there was a new video that featured one of my levels, I would get so excited. So part of why I started my channel is to bring the same happiness to other people as Zero did for me. Another reason why I started is because I was noticing in the comments of Zero's videos that people were asking, does Nightmare have a gaming channel? So I figured, why not just make one and see how I do? Loving your channel, but dude, get some sleep. No. Actually, my job requires me not to sleep because I work overnight, and then during the day I have things to do, so I get like no time to sleep. Fruit roll-up break. That was good. Do you make your own levels also? Yep, there's a link in the description for all of my levels. Do you watch Themandy perchance? Yep. He's actually played a bunch of my levels. Who was here before JL even had 50 subs? Me. I was here. I was here first. How do you record Mario Maker? I press the red button and then it records. Magic. You just need a capture card. Do you have a Discord channel? Not yet, but maybe I'll get one in the future. Who knows? I don't really see the need to have one right now, but it's a possibility. You should live stream. Maybe in the future. What happened to your car? So in the previous video, I got a call in the middle of the video saying that my car was ready to be picked up from the dealership. So what happened was I was driving and in the middle of doing a right turn, my wheel completely just locked up and I couldn't finish the turn. I am so glad that there was not another car there because I definitely would have crashed. It started to work a few seconds later, so I was able to go and park. When I started my car back up, my power steering was completely gone. So what happened was the torque sensor just gave out. It just stopped working. So I had to take it to the dealership because we couldn't find any codes in the code reader. Apparently Ford knows about this problem and a lot of people have been complaining about it, but Ford refuses to fix the problem on their end. So I had to pay $1,000 out of my own pocket just to get it fixed so I can drive it again. Keep this in mind, guys. It doesn't matter how much you spend on a car. It doesn't matter how new it is. There's always going to be problems. I spent 11 grand on that car and it's still somewhat new. And then for a problem like this to happen, just pissed me right off. Yes, I know, Ford stands for Found on Road Dead, but I like the look of the Escapes. It's got a lot of cargo space, it's exactly what I need. I'm good for now until I buy another car. Where can I submit a level? If you want me to play one of your levels, all you have to do is just leave them in the comments below and I will check them out when I have time. The list is getting pretty big now, so if you submit a level, you might have to wait a little bit, and I apologize for that. I can only do so much in the amount of hours in a day that I have. Any suggestions for starting a channel? Oh man, so in my opinion, starting a good channel is actually really hard work. I'm still new at this too, so I don't really have that many suggestions. There's so much you need to prep before you even release the first video. So name, logo, channel art, deciding what your channel is gonna be about, video intros and outros if you decide to make those. I suggest you do because they make your videos look professional. Planning different series that you want to eventually have on the channel. So just take your time with it, get everything set up, get everything perfect. The more stuff that you prepare before you start the channel, the easier it'll be. I think that's it for the questions. I can't find any more. If I forgot your question, I am really sorry. Just ask it again in this video and I'll answer it in the comments. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I'm really excited to see where the channel goes from here. I guess I gotta start making a lot more content because there's a lot more subscribers now. When I first started, I thought, okay, I'll just upload every like week or so, and now I'm thinking maybe every couple of days if I can. So if you guys want me to play any of your levels, all you have to do is just leave them in the comments below and I will check them out. But until then, this is JL and you'll see me in the next video.